We find ourselves, oh dear, much later than I intended to start. I intended to start about 7.5 hours ago, if I'm absolutely honest. So I would say this hasn't gone swimmingly, because it's not 7.5 hours ago. In fact, neither. Is it 6.5 hours ago, 5.5 hours ago, 4.5 hours ago, 3.5 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, 1.5 hours ago, or even just half an hour ago? It is in fact now. The problem with this is I'm completely insane. I mean, this is a Sunday evening. I could have spent the entire time. What I've spent most of the time doing is making myself a completely pointless logo that I imagine no one will ever look at. However, I do have beer. This is not sponsored, but you should drink it if you're ever in Thailand, at least. It's not bad in England either. I mean, there's more interesting beers, but you know, it's cheap, it's cheerful, and it gets the job done. It lubricates the larynx while one is trying to have intelligent conversations with one's viewers, and also discerning what the bobbins is going on with meshes. So, step one, what the bobbins is a mesh? It's a reasonable question. I just need to get that up. Then I got that. Now I want that. Then I want that. Right, good. So, well, welcome to my stream. Thank you for joining me. I am the Drunk Old Man. I am making a game. So far, I've only made one game, so my stream title isn't strictly true because games is plural. But things are gonna get meshy. Do you like my gag? I was quite pleased with that. Things are gonna get meshy. Because I've got to make a mesh. So at the moment, I don't know what a mesh is. I've just done a little bit of research, which implies that meshes are the next stage of my exciting journey in discovering what the hell... Oh my god, I've forgotten how fast I've made this. Okay, so what I've made so far is a game that's quite quick. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, that's better. Oh, yeah, it's kind of fun, you know. No, too much. Yeah, I mean, it still needs some tweaking, okay? It needs some game testing. I've still got these, next time one comes around, I'll show you. How do I pause? Oh no, there's the pause button. No, that's not helping. Come on, god, that's freaking me out. Right, I've got to join these meshes up. Or, these aren't meshes, these are lines. Now, I was going to try to join these lines up, but then it occurred to me, this is all just random crap anyway. So hopefully, I'm going to turn this whole nonsense, and it is nonsense. Don't let me in any way encourage you to believe otherwise. I intend to have a sort of roof, I suppose, and a bottom. I could probably get rid of this because I never actually use it anymore. In fact, I will get rid of it. Delete that because it. Right. So we're gonna have a limit above and below, from which we're gonna have sprites coming up, filling in the distance, and then at a point of at a wall. So this is the tunnel through which Mr. Penguin, I have decided he is canonically Mr. Penguin. And that's not because I'm being sexist. It might be because I'm being sexist. God damn it, I think it is because I'm being sexist. I think penguins share the responsibility to go and get food for their young. Because I was going to say that I think the female penguin, sits on the eggs, but why would they? Because there's no advantage to it. You know, humans, mothers give milk. Penguins, I don't think it makes much difference to the egg who's sitting on them. And so realistically, it makes sense for them to conserve energy. Because one could get back. Yeah. God damn it. I mean, if I had to guess from a purely evolutionary biology point of view, I would say there's a decent chance that the penguins share food getting responsibilities. If this is the case, then I am being racist. Not racist, sexist. I'm probably being racist as well. But, I mean, certainly against penguins. But I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. I'm not claiming to be perfect. I am, however, claiming to be a game developer. So, I've got these penguins. Well, I've got a penguin. Oh my god, you know what? That actually could be a game dynamic. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? Like, at some point, Mr. Penguin gets back to, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I don't know how I'd actually fix it into the game. Seriously, I'd love to hear your opinions on this. That'd be quite fun, wouldn't it? You've got a penguin. It's doing its thing. And then, like, you know, kind of partway through the game, it actually kind of completes the game. And you're like, oh, great, it completed the game. But then, boosh, tag team in, Mrs. Penguin. And Mrs. Penguin goes to go and get the next bunch of food. And like, oh, it could be a sort of, what was it? They call it a thing in these kind of, in sort of incremental games. Prestige. It could be a prestige thing. That each time, it could be generational. Oh my god, it'd be amazing. Generational trauma in penguins. Anyway, penguin. So look, this is the idea so far. There's a penguin. It can go quite fast. It's like, I mean, if you're of a certain age, it's got, I mean, I hesitate to call it Sonic the Penguin, but you know what I mean? It's a bit Sonic the Hedgehog. Anyway, so the game is called Radical Penguin because the penguin's radical. I made this art myself. I mean, seriously, I made that. It is the first bit of pixel art I ever made, and that is, I think, recognisably a penguin. Now, this is recognisably a birth canal, which it isn't, and yet it does look quite a lot like a slightly warped birth canal, which was not my intention. But this is essentially the target of today's video is to try to make it look slightly less like a birth canal and slightly more like an ice tunnel. A tunnel through the ice, through which Mr. or Miss or Mrs. I'm not, you know, I mean, maybe it's Mr. I mean, I'm pretty woke, but I do hesitate to see how Mr. and Mr. Penguin, maybe Mr. and Mr. Penguin, no, that's not going well because, you know, they probably abducted an egg, and I think that's, I'm trying to be inclusive here, but I think it's going to have to be Mr. and Mrs. Penguin, because otherwise I think it's problematic where the penguin egg came from. I don't know where this egg idea has come from. I mean, I've literally just made it up. So, I mean, but anyway, here we got a penguin. It's going through a birth canal. As you can see, it's lucky that penguins are birds and not mammals, because this was actually a penguin birth canal. I don't think it would be a very healthy penguin. It would also be a very big penguin. Maybe it's not a penguin's birth canal. Look, anyway, this isn't a game about penguin sperm. Oh my god, it should be a game about sperm. I've just realised it shouldn't be about penguins. This should be about sperm. But anyway, no, look, ignore me. Look, I haven't had enough beer, or maybe I've had too much beer. So, question of the day, are you following any of this? Backseat driving, very much appreciated if you happen to be an expert in Unity, because I have no idea what the fuck a mesh is. I suppose I'm going to have to ask my good old friend, the internet. What is a mesh in Unity? So, I mean, I know this makes for fascinating TV, watching someone investigating Google. Your choices are watching me investigate Google. I mean, really, I don't know why you're watching a game development stream in the first place. I know I shouldn't put you off. I'm very grateful that you're watching my ridiculous stream. However, basically, you're going to get either watch me asking Google questions, asking Claude questions, or just repeatedly beating my head against a brick wall and crying into my beer, which is maybe why you're here. If that is why you're here, do tell me. I am happy to perform self-sadism upon myself. I do live in Thailand, so, you know, infer from that what you will. So, meshes are made up of several data components. Well, that sounds reasonable. I mean, most things are. Vertices, yes, love it. How about 2D? Let's say a 2D mesh. I can't be bothered to dick around with 3D because I'm only using 2D. So, does anyone have any advice on a mesh? Anyone out there? Please just let me know. I'm very interested to hear. I will quite happily listen to you rather than listen to Google. Firstly, I mean, it's interaction with an actual human being. Secondly, I asked about normal. Look at this. Look at this. Like I've said this before. Right, look at this. 3D meshes, oh, love it. have a whole bunch of information. 2D mesh, and it's just like, I'm not nearly so interested. Yeah, 2D peasant. Like, seriously, there is a snobism. This is an inherent snobism in the AI, and I suspect learnt from the real world. But in 3D, a sprite render operates as the visual counterpart. Okay. Alright, fine. Dynamically. Oh, I hate going to the internet. The internet's so boring. I don't care. I don't want to read all this. Oh, now you're going to make me go to YouTube channels. I can't watch someone else's YouTube channel on my Twitch stream. Can I? Are these YouTube channels? No, they're Unity Code channels. Oh, so frustrating. Oh, you've got questions of the day. That's a really boring question of the day. I should have a better question of the day. What should my question of the day be? Question of the day. What would you like to ask as the question of the day? Is that too meta? I don't know, that seems like the sort of thing that actually kind of smug people on the internet do all the time. Question of the day. Oh, I don't know. What the hell's a 2D mesh? What's the difference between I don't know what any of these words mean. Question of the day, why the fuck do I think I should suddenly... Why do I think I can become a game developer? No, come on, don't do yourself down. First rule of content. Because I used to be a musician. Well, I am a musician. Look, I've got instruments. See? And they're not just there for show. I can play most of them. I can't play the violin. But I have got a violin. I can't play it. I'm learning it badly in my condo in Bangkok to absolutely nobody's chagrin. But I can play the piano and I can play the guitar. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's when you do those things, you should never say, "Oh, I'm crap at this," because then people are immediately like, "Well, why would I listen to you?" So I suspect this should be the same thing. But the problem is, when I sit down to play the piano or the guitar, I think I'm good enough to fool most people. Probably not true of my ability to develop games. Anywho, moving swiftly on. What have we got here? In 3D, a mesh render, a mesh is typically is when 2D sprite render operates the visual counterpart. However, a sprite is really just a quad mesh. That's such a... You see that? Now it makes so much sense. Why would anyone think that was a useful thing to say? So a sprite render is essentially the same as a mesh filter and a mesh render with a quad mesh. I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Right, fuck it. Steps, yeah, let's just make it and then see what happens. Use a mesh filter component to define the shape of your mesh. Though in 2D this will be a flat shape. You don't say. Instead of a typical 3D, create a material that has a texture so it use of 2D graphics. Apply this mesh to a game object, which can then use the mesh like any other component. Alright, fine. I'm not afraid of you, internet. You don't scare me. Alright, I wonder if I can do this. I haven't written my question of the day yet, I am aware of that. I will get around to it, maybe. I probably won't. Well, remind me, if I haven't thought of a question of the day in about 5 minutes, poke me with a stick. Right, now can I actually dick with these things? Right, can I now zoom out here, go over there, zoom in here, look at... Where am I? Am I on this one? No, I'm on this one. Am I on this one? Yeah, I think I'm on this one. Right. Okay, let's do the sea. Let's do the ground. The ground's possibly easier. So you're saying I can add a component. Alright, fine. What was it called? It was called a mesh filter. Was it? Alright, fine. I'll add a mesh filter. Mesh? Oh! Okay. Great. Love it. Okay. Well, you said a quad. Fine, have a quad. Is that good? Right, excellent. So far, so completely and utterly nonsensical. To find the shape of your... Alrighty. Can I see this in any way? You're not really helping. Change display mode. I suspect doing this in... Is this it here? Oh. Seriously, backseat driving gratefully received. So I've got a sub mesh. So I mean, things are happening. Things are happening in it, bruv. Like, you made yourself a quad mesh in it, but like, I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. Literally none of that means anything to me. Alright, so what? So I gave one of them a quad mesh. Great, love it, excellent, go me. Okay. Apply this mesh to a game object. Instead of a typical 3D macro, that has a texture assigned to use 2D graphics. You're not helping, mate. Can I make, so is this something I can actually make myself then? Maybe this is something special. None, scene, assets. Okay, so maybe I can make... Oh, you've got vertices and triangles, have you now? I see. Okay. I mean, I don't fully understand it, but I kind of understand how it might work. I just don't know how to actually use it. Oh, I don't want to ask bloody Claude. I'm going to end up asking the sodding AI, aren't I? Ah, God. Alright, let's... how... can you implement a basic mesh? I'm so annoyed. God. Yeah, alright, read it. Oh, I feel so dirty. Like, the thing is, because I could just dick around asking Google, but I mean, at the end of the day, this at least has a slight contextual idea what I'm going to do. Because, I mean, I did try. You've got to be on my side here. Did I try? Did I try? I tried. I think I tried. Oh, God, there's so many words. Oh, God, there's a lot of words. That's a lot of words. Oh, God. Oh, God, look at this. I mean, look at this. How clever is it? That's contextually very clever. Where did it steal that from? God, I hate Claude. Well, I'll tell you about my hard part. A mesh is just two rows of vertices stitched into quads. What? Why does everyone just assume I know what a quad is? Do you know what a quad is? Answers on a postcard. Question of the day, what the sod's a quad? What the sod is a quad? I'm happy with that. Right, anyway, answer it. Answer it. Top edge. Your final point successful like bottom same x coordinates fixed y. Far below. Okay, well I can live with that. Why would I use a vector 3? Top row, bottom row. Well, that doesn't sound like a vector 3. Triangle, intervindice, 3-chord triangle. I mean... UV. The triangle... Yeah, I understand what a triangle looks like. Why are they viewed from plus Z? Oh, I think I understand what that means, actually. I mean, I'm assuming they mean that in a similar way that I would in angular momentum. Oh, God. You're a mesh filter on the game. Chunk game object. Assign the mesh to mesh filter.mesh. The edge collider. This is for physics. Wow. Okay, assume I'm a bit more stupid than that. Okay, assume one level less knowledge of what you're talking about. D3 entry point in the shape of the flat array. I understand that. I just don't mean how to actually use the bastard things. Triangles. Flat array of indices into vertex 3 per triangle. Okay. Yeah. UVs. We want to test each vertex maps to. Ignore. Let's see. You build those arrays, assign them to mesh object, and Unity draws it. Does it? What is it? What's okay? Do you explain what a quad is? Each quad is 2 triangles. Aha! So a quad is a perfect. So a quad is a 90-degree rectangle. Is a rectangle with 90. Is a rectangle with 90-degree corners. Okay, I am getting there. Okay. Aha. Aha. Okay. Right. Okay. You see, it is quite like having a slightly patronising, annoying teacher at school. You know, that one that you kind of liked because they were quite clever, but then you also suspected there was something a bit wrong with them. That's how I feel about Claude. I don't mean like that sort of wrong with them. I mean, probably. Well, I don't know about Claude, but... Top left and top right, adjacent surface points. Bottom left and bottom right, directly below your fixed Y. Wonky shape, but still just two triangles. Oh no, I think I'll be alright. I'll have a go. Thanks. Although, can you just make sure I'm not being dumb? I don't want. I'm not being dumb, but you know. Although is there a data? What's it called? Struct for the vertices, or do I hand roll that? You might have already answered that question. Okay, cool. And using vector 3, the Z is always constant. Or do I have to worry about that in a 2D space? Okay, I think I more or less understand what I've got to do. Oh, I will, don't you fret. Well, I won't, because I'm stubborn. I'm stubborn and proud, and I refuse to ask help from a computer that will literally forget as soon as I turn it off. But I'll know. I'll know. No? No opinions? Come on! Where's my question of the day? Question of the day. Am I completely insane? Oh, I asked a question. What the sod is a quad? Well, now I know what a sod is. I know what the sod a quad is now. So, new question of the day. What is the new question of the day? Am I completely mad? Probably. So a quad is a rectangle with two... Okay, fine. Bottom left, bottom right. Okay, I think I'm getting the hang of this. Your surface points are already. So, vertices, vector 3 of all points, top row and bottom row. Triangles. No, you see what? So what's this triangles business? Of indices. 3 per triangle. Each quad between column I and I plus... I'm going to have to look at an example. Sorry, team. I'm not. I won't do a YouTube one, but I'm gonna have to see a code example, and I don't want to ask Claude because then it'll know I'm an idiot, and I'll feel stupid. Unity 2D mesh example, because this better not be the same. Stop giving me bastard. Thank you. Oh, I should maybe just go to. I don't care about UV. Serialize mesh, blah blah blah, and set its data properties. I don't know what UV is. Maybe this will tell me what UV is. What's UV? The texture coordinates. Why was it called UV or whatever? Fine, so I don't care. For every there's so many words. I mean, it's just really hard making this entertaining. There's a lot of words. There's a lot of information there. So I make a new mesh. Mesh I mean, what the hell, man? Recalculate the normals. This assignment is temporary. Bunch of arse. Modify vertex attribute. Oh god, that's probably what I'm trying to do, because obviously I make my life as impossible as possible. Is that a thing? Impossible as possible? I want to make this as impossible as possible. You're obliged to listen to my nonsense. No, I think I've turned it off. That's good. Alright, continue blah 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 blah. Uh-huh. Okay, so it's all the same bollocks. Okay, I'm probably overthinking this. So, start. The mesh is a mesh, so I can make them. Uh-huh. Why would you reload your own page? Create a new mesh and set the status properties. Blah. Mesh equals new mesh. That, I think, is one of the most useful lines of code I've ever read in my entire life. Question of the day. Mesh equals new mesh. Comment. Discuss. That's what people always said, isn't it? Discuss. Oh, I mean, really, what the... I mean, why don't... I'm... God, once again, I'm procrastinating. Alright, so, in short, each of these has a mesh associated with it. Bollocks to the penguin. The penguin's the easy bit. Look at all this code. Look at all this code. It's not easy, you know. I might have some more beer, and then I'm going to do it. Then I'm going to... There might be a little bit of silence while I actually try to engage my brain. I mean, probably not, but maybe. Alright, so instead of... Oh, God. So I've got this whole business with the terrain layer, which has a line renderer, but I don't want a line renderer, so I suppose that's going to have to be a mesh. Is it going to be a mesh? No, because... Oh, God. Oh, I see. So each chunk is going to be a mesh. Hang on, what? So what have I got here? So that's a chunk. It's one bobbin. So that's going to have to be a mesh. Hang on, but does this mean... So if you're terrain, each column gives you one quad, top left and blah 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 blah. Wonky shape. It's really to have a go at the code. So does that mean that that each column needs to be a separate object? With a edge collider, god damn it, and a mesh. One mesh per chunk covers the whole chunk as a simple object. Oh, does it? The mesh is just a flat array of all the vertices. Ah. Okay. Well, it's me known. Yeah, the mesh and the edge collider is the same shape, one object, both components. Okay, fine. So each, apparently, I mean, I don't believe any of this. So the vertices is new vertices, and the vertices is a bunch of vectors. I see. No, I'm still confused. No, I have absolutely no idea what the bollocks any of this means. So... Okay, fine. I might actually have to read this. Conceptual vertex still and say, oh god. If you have a mesh of 100 vertices and want to have a position normal 2 times below, then the mesh should have vertices normal v and each being 100 in size. I feel really stupid. So the mesh should have the same number of vertices. Do you know what I could do? I could just actually kind of parse it all back and actually just do it in real time. Because the problem is, because I'm doing it... That's not a bad idea. Because I'm like, this is all being generated every time the penguin hits a point, right? So what I could do is I could make an entirely new thing. That's probably not a bad idea. Actually, that probably would have been quite a good idea for a whole bunch of things before. So I could essentially... Oh, no, man. Okay, Meshy. I'm amazed by how little I've achieved so far. Don't be like that. I mean, you may not be amazed, but I'm completely amazed. Alright, so if we put in a... That's probably not a bad idea. Right, first things first. I don't want any more. Boink. Back up, glitch catch. Yeah, you can bugger off. Right, I've actually achieved something. I'm quite pleased with myself. I've actually managed to do something. I mean, it's just deleting an unused game object, but I've done it. So, next problem is... So we're going to make a thing that's like the terrain generator, but that works in real time. How about that? Terrain generator 2, and we're going to call it terrain tester. Alright, terrain tester. Terrain tester... Gonna have a penguin, I don't care. And the terrain tester is going to be moved down here. Right. Now, we're going to make the terrain tester. Does not use terrain generator. Terrain tester is going to use terrain tester. Uh-huh. Well, I mean, I'm nothing if not optimistic. Terrain tester! Terrain tester! Come on. Come on. Oh, you didn't like that. Someone didn't like that. Come on. Scripts. Terrain tester. Well, why not? Alright, delete. You can bug it off. Add a component, a script, please. I would like a script. I would like a new script. A new script. No, just... Oh, for fuck's sake. Terrain tester? Oh, well, that's because your mum has too much fun with your friends behind the bike shed. Oh, no, not that one. Right, that one. Right. There you go. I think you'll find your mama. Alright, good. So now you can go up there. You got there. I mean, I had to say, I'm not proud of myself. There may have been some your mama gags. I'm a bad person. Right, in there. Right, terrain tester. Right, now you are not going to do things on update. You are going to do things immediately, which is on start. See, I don't even want it to do things on start. I want it to do all this stuff. Tits. God, why is this so difficult? Well, let's see. Okay, well, okay, fine. Let's see what happens if I do that. Oh, that'd be handy. Oh, it's not going to work. God damn it, I know when it's not going to work, and that's not going to work. So... Oh, maybe it will. Because now they're... Huh, maybe it will work. Alright, let's see what happens. No, I don't care about the penguin. And the penguin can dick off. Where's the penguin? No, where's the penguin? Oh yeah, no, don't want the penguin. Thank you. Don't want any of that nonsense. Okay, so now we're going to generate the terrain. We got the seed, but I reckon if I change all this crap, once it's started, it might. You never know your luck. Why do I keep coming and going in and out of this chat? Is everyone else getting this? It's very frustrating. So I'm hoping if I start this... Oh, but then I'm going to feel really stupid because I probably could have done it elsewhere. Hello? Right, let's see what happens if I do this. Other than things breaking to fuck, which is what I'm actually imagining is going to happen. But hey, Livo the Dreamo. Livo the Dreamo. Hey, look! Okay. Oh. I see. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Alright, okay. So, let's go to terrain tester. Now, if I change this to 10... No, I don't get an immediate update. God damn it, I was hoping that would be an immediate update. If I change that to 2... No, because it's generated it. It's actually generated it. I don't want it to generate it. Maybe if I... No. That's really annoying. I really want this to be a dynamic... I really want it to be dynamic so that as I change the number, I can actually see what's happening. Because that's how I learn, you know? It's all a bit too abstract at the moment. So those are a whole bunch of things I don't really understand. And they... It's very confusing. I'm going to have to ask Claude, because there's probably a decent way of doing that. Is there an easy way to set up a test surface such that I can adjust values in the run in Unity's run mode? I wonder if it'll understand that. Yeah, just suppose your mesh building parameters as serialized fields on the monitor, then you call your mesh builder for update every frame or on a dirty flat. Mesh, oh, does it? Does it? Would that work even when it's paused? No. You see, I had an idea. Oh my god. All AI viewers. Why? Like, it's purposefully... That's so frustrating. Oh, God. Oh well, whatever. Right. Well, I don't know what to say, really. It turns out I'm still an absolute muppet. Maybe I should update this to say backseat encouraged. Backseat. I believe that's a game. Backseating allowed. Backseating welcome. Backseating encouraged. Love it. Inebriated. Oh, I don't think I need English. It's obviously in English. Old man yells at things. That is probably also not necessary. I'm not sure that's one of the most famous tags in inebriated. I mean, I am inebriated, but I'm not sure that's terribly useful. Right, backseating encouraged. Backseating encouraged. I really genuinely would love people to help me with this, because I haven't a clue. I really doesn't. And it's all very well talking to Claude, but I'm determined not to let it do the work for me. I'd much rather a human on my chat helped me than I bowed down to the tyranny of these bastard AIs. I mean, I'll be out of a job in about 5 minutes anyway. Ooh. So on validate, is that an actual thing then? Oh, okay, well that's worth knowing. So what is that? Void on validate. That's quite fun. I did not know that that was a thing. Ah, well it's not a thing because I spelt it incorrectly. So oid invalid on oid. Okay, well let's see. Because I think this is the sort of thing that might be helpful to me. Dirty equals true. I do like. I mean, aside from anything else, who doesn't like the word dirty? Oh, I don't think I need that. See, this is the thing. Your brain just becomes this. Well, my brain just becomes this stupid zone. Private, dirty. Yeah, right. Whatever. Private Boolean dirty? How about that? There you go. What do you mean it's not being bobbined? It is, well it's set here, you little bastards. So now we have an update. And then, if dirty, generate direct, well, fine. Okay. Let's see what this does. I mean, I'm not even any way convinced, but let's see. So apparently I'll have to press unpause and pause, but I can live with that. That's better than nothing. We'll see. I mean, it'd be very nice to see. I might hide. Yeah, I might have to hide the other one for the moment. Can I do that? Maybe I can. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, hello. Right, can I make you disappear? Boink. No. Can I actually hide it? No, I'm already bored of that game. I don't know. I don't want to see it. Boink. No. Boink. No. Boink. No. Can I make it go? Oh my god, no, I didn't like that at all. That freaked me out. Does that make it go away? Well, just make it go away. I don't want to see it. Oh, so annoying. Anyway, alright, fine. Let's see what happens if I multiply that to through 2. My penguin seems stuck. Nothing seems to have happened. I think my penguin is stuck for valid reasons. I don't think that's it being stupid. I think the penguin is actually stuck. Oh my god. Well, how do I adjust a penguin? That's what we all want to know, how to move a penguin. Right, penguin. Yeah, so the penguin's not stuck. It's just, I'm an idiot. Terrain tester. The height multiplier made absolutely no difference to anyone. How about chunk width becomes 2? And how about the gap height becomes 3? I don't know what any of those things do. I've already forgotten. It has made precisely soddle difference. God damn it. I mean, god damn it, you know? I thought I was being really clever there and everything. I was hoping the... Generate terrain. Maybe it's hidden inside the other terrains. Oh, maybe it is hidden inside the other terrains. Oh, maybe it is hidden inside the other terrains. Okay. Oh, and they're all called ground chunk 0. God, what a ball ache. How about we kill that lot, delete that lot, and see what we're left with. Oh, it has worked. Check it. The actual bobbin's out. It has worked. I just need to give them better names. So, alright, so if it's dirty, we don't just generate terrain, we clean terrain. Clean up, and then we have private void. Clean up. Sounds a bit perverse to me. Kill for each terrain lab. Yes, thank you. You see, it does. You see, it has its moments of not being completely stupid. Right. I think we might need to start again. If that works, it'll be very impressive. Okay, so that has worked actually, because the thingy's short and everything. God, that really has worked. That's quite impressive. No, that has not worked. Alright, so Penguin. Terrain tester. Now let's make that, the chunk width is 1. No, let's make it 5 or something like that, but that's 2. And then, does that work? No, I think you need to be restarted. I think it needs to be restarted, and I think we probably want the terrain generator not to be present. I don't want to kill it. Oh, God almighty. How do I move that without upsetting myself? Well, I don't know what to say. I was hoping there'd be a whole bunch of smart asses in this chat telling me what I should be doing. I mean, seriously, every other place, every other part of the internet is full of people with opinions. Not my chat. I want opinions, people. Please, give me opinions. Oh, God. Oh, well. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Alright, well, let's see at least what this does. Has it in any way worked? I forgot what the height multiplier does. I don't think it does anything anymore. Well, that's great. So, let's say now you're 2. I don't think the penguins are even moving. Come on, penguin. Oh my God, well that was meant to have changed. Oh, I don't know. I really don't know what's going on here. Beep beep bop beep beep bop 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 beep beep bop. What are you about? Ah, jeez Louise. Look, if come on, you can do it. You're not stupid. Finish it for me. It's very clear what I'm trying to do. Thank you. I mean, I'm not exactly happy about it, but I'll take it. I don't like continues. It always feels like, well, it is. It's bad coding practice. It really is, because it breaks the compiler, says he, sounding like he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't. But it might break the compiler. Well, it does, because it can't. It doesn't know whether it exists, because it's not a compile time thing. So actually, it makes things a bit slower. See, I know things. Because the compiler can't optimize. And I don't even have a computer science degree. I'm only a lowly physicist. But even the lowly physicist knows that you shouldn't use if continues. It's a bit like using... Okay. Right, penguin. This is your chance to not let me down. Oh, that did work. Okay. Okay, baby cakes. So if I can get this to shut up and stop being annoying, how about we just delete it? That was easy. Okay, right, brilliant. So now I can dick around with this business. So we've got... Okay, here we go. So, ow! Oh, that was my testicles. So, I don't know what any of these things are doing. Offset speed I don't care about. Smoothness I don't really care about. What do I care about? Will you is it going to be a new one every time? And now if I change this, I suppose it must be a new one every time. Oh, I could have used this earlier. No, you see, you're not redoing the seed. Ah, because the seed hasn't changed, Padawan. Let's change the seed as well, because then that might be a bit more fun. So, if dirty, clean up, then change the seed, which means we don't actually technically need that in here. Right. Right, this is now I'm getting somewhere. Now we're actually going to see, I mean it's not going to make an enormous amount of difference, but these lines, now these wibbly lines might, hopefully will be different, which is better than them being the same, he thinks. Oh, I've got to... Well, it did seem to work. So, 5. Oh, that has worked. It's just I didn't kill those two first. Delete, delete, delete. Thank you. Okay, good. Right, I now actually seem to have a mild idea of what I'm trying to achieve. Okay, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant news. So this would have been really helpful for working out how to do smoothness earlier. Sadly I didn't. But in the meantime, so now I can put a mesh on top of it. Okay, can I though? Alright. I don't think this has made my life any easier. Honestly, I don't think it has made my life any easier. I think I just wasted an entire 20 minutes of my life. Well, I suppose I learned something. I did learn something. I learned this. I learned that this is a function that exists, well, a method, sorry, because it's on a class. So this is a method that exists. Well, that is handy. You're dirty. So, and then after thingy, if it's dirty, we clean up, seed equals round thing, generate the terrain, and then dirty is false. Okay, well, that seems reasonable. Okay. I don't know. What am I trying to do? I don't know, man. Seriously, this shiz is dizzle. So if you're calling these one quad, yeah, I understand that, but like, so I've got to put some meshes in there. Okay, so I suppose okay. Oh, alright. So if I muck about with this, no, I'm still gonna have to wait every time. There must be a better way of doing this. I think I'm being really stupid. Seriously, I am begging for assistance here. So, I mean, it's not. I just want a sensible way of actually trying to work out what's going on. So you've got. Oh dear, I'm a sleepy old bastard. It's probably the amount of beer I've consumed. Well, I could put the penguin in. Look, stop overthinking it. I don't know. I would love to cheer with bits. I don't know what that means. I'd like to see the chat, please. Does everyone else have to see this nonsense about the chat? Oh, no, they don't. Diabful, I didn't even see you. Dude! Oh my god, I didn't even see you text. Are you still there? What is wrong with this thing? I can see it in the... Diabfall, I'm so sorry. If you're still there, I am so sorry I didn't say hello. I've just seen you in my... Because I kind of watch it on... I watch myself. It's tragic, I know. But I watch myself to check that the stream is actually running. So I've got it going down on my phone down here. And I've just checked the... I have been going for longer than half an hour as well. I think there's something very wrong with all of this nonsense. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I am the host of this channel, serving you the freshest content. I mean, it's fresh. I'm not sure it's good or meaningful. Well, Diabful, in answer to your very much earlier question, for which I'm extremely grateful. God, I hope you haven't been sending me messages every day and I've been ignoring you. Oh God, you probably have. There's something wrong with the chat on my main thingy, you see. That's really frustrating me. Yeah, it doesn't, on this, it doesn't say you've chatted to me at all. Oh, Diabful, you're probably there, because of course you don't speak English. Hey, Diabful, if you're still there. I don't know, I feel bad now. I mean, like, Diabful, you're so kind. And yet, how do I directly... Oh, I don't know. Maybe you've disappeared, maybe you've got better things to do with your life. I don't blame you. Oink. Well, if you're there still, it's going okay. For some reason I didn't see your message earlier. Oh, Diabful. Hope you're having a good evening. Oh. Da 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 ba ba. Man, what's wrong with that? That's so annoying. I mean, like, what's the point of actually having people come to your stream and actually chatting to you if it doesn't come up on the bloody thingy? I got the sodding AI trying to sell me AI viewers, as if that's something I want. I mean, why would I want AI viewers? Am I mad? Why? Please explain to me why I would want AI viewers. I don't know. Alright. Oh, Diabful, you wouldn't even have got my gag earlier because it was kind of mesh makes you new mesh. I mean, you certainly wouldn't have got that. What the sod is a quad? Oh God, I feel terrible now. And this has been impenetrable to more or less anyone except me. I'm beginning to realise. Hello! Well, Poolaroo, now you speak English at least. So you're here. I'm sad because my Russian friend Diabful, he was here. You see, and he sent me a message, and maybe he's still here because now I've got 3 whole viewers. Don't go crazy, Will. Don't go crazy. Don't let the fame go to your head. I mean, you know, like, I'll remember you when I'm extremely famous. I'm like Jenny from the block. You know, I won't. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. But no, lovely Diabful was here, and he sent me a message. And for some reason, I don't know. There's something dicked up about my whole business. Oh, I like your Artemis too. Oh gosh, wow. Poolaroo, so you're really into the old. You're into the bit of the old blah blah blah. Oh, you watched the NASA's Artemis 2 mission around the moon, did you? Oh wow, was that on Twitch? Oh, of course they did. What a brilliant idea. God, I wish I'd known that. I'd have watched the hell out of that. Ugh. I'm so old. When I was young, the moon landings seemed like a really long way away. Now I'm old. I realise that they really were. I mean, I was -9 at the moon landings. It's pretty crazy. It was only 9 years before I was born, the moon landings. Not that I wish to give too much about my personal details away. But I mean, that's pretty crazy that the last moon landing was 9 years before I was born. I'm now ancient. And maybe we're going to have another one. So maybe I'll actually get to see one. I was 9 years too late for the last one. Anyway, Poolaroo, how you been? You good? DP. I'm still struggling with this crap, I tell you. So now I'm trying to learn how meshes work, but of course, it's, you know, firstly, I'm not very clever, but secondly, I don't know, like, everything's YouTube nowadays, and I'm determined not to watch YouTube videos while trying to Twitch stream, and it makes coding really hard, it turns out. Like, even this bad boy, because I don't want it to write the sodding code for me. I don't know, am I just being stubborn? Pulu, what do you think? I'm genuinely interested in your opinion. Am I being stubborn? Should I just let this bastard thing write the code, and then, like, as long as I then actually read it and understand it, is that as good as working it out myself? Because at the moment I'm kind of like just poking things like a chimpanzee with a stick, and I mean, I don't know, I'm not, firstly, I do find it slightly frustrating, but secondly, it's hard to do while also trying to have a kind of conversation with people, and thirdly, I'm not sure it makes a terribly good you know, entertainment at the end of the day. But I mean, if you'd rather watch me beat my head against a brick wall, do tell me, because I am definitely one for self-punishment. Ah, dear. I'll generate your terrain layer. Right, so you've got a terrain tester. I think it's more fun to... I think it's more fun as well, that's the problem. I do. I think it is more fun to avoid AI. God damn it. Fine, I'm just going to make shit up as I go along then. Right, I have a mesh filter. Great, great. What does that even mean? So now that needs data. Fine, so how do I give a mesh? So what even goes in there? Alright, you know what? Let's just put a thing in it. Quad, fine. You've got a quad mesh filter. Love it. What does that mean? So I gave you a quad mesh filter. This is apparently a thing that happens. But how do I then adjust this quad mesh filter, whatever the dick that means? Can I give it... What's that? No, that doesn't make any sodding sense. You see, I got this far last time and then I got very, very confused. Man, I'm so confused. That's great. Not what I was after, but interesting. Oh, I don't know. Bonk. Alright. Actually, it's probably just to do an undo, isn't it? Yeah, I'm an idiot. So, I forget that undo's a thing that exists. Oh man, I have no idea. So if I do that, no, that doesn't make any difference. So I've got this quad mesh filter. Can I add... I don't know what any of this shit means, man. No? Can I drag something into there? Right. Build a mesh from scratch. Mesh equals new mesh. Quad mesh, okay. Mesh, 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 mesh. So, but how do I give it, like, do I just drag and drop shit into it? No, apparently not. Ugh. Set down to, oh god, really? That all sounds very, very boring. I don't want to do it from script. Okay, so Unity, I don't know, Unity, adjust values of mesh filter from editor. Hey, let's see. Oh, that all looks very boring. Oh, that looks more like maybe what I'm going for. Okay. God, people really know what they're talking about. Who the hell's got an ammo box? What does untick it in the model tab? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I don't know what any of this means. I feel like such an idiot. How did that get in there? What does this all mean? You're children of a model. Children. I've never found an easy direct step from blah 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 blah. No, all completely meaningless. Simply open the asset in a text editor. I mean, none of these words mean anything. I don't want to do it in code. Oh, but if I do it in code, I have to wait for the thing to re-bloody start every time, which is a bloody... I need a faster and better computer. People know this meshes in Blender? I've heard of Blender. It scares me because it feels like art to me. I'm not very good at art. I'm only after 2D mesh anyway. Like, I just want to, like, boosh. Right, look. Maybe you'll know the answer to this. And if you don't, at least, I don't know. Look. So far, I've got this bastard penguin. When was the last time you actually watched this nonsense? Look, oh, well, no, I've done better than that. Right, we'll start again with no thingy. Because I'm quite, you know, I feel like I've made good progress since the last time we chatted, at least. I don't know about this terrain tester. I think this terrain tester can bugger off at the moment. It's an interesting idea, but I don't think it's helping anyone. So, here's the problem, Poolaroo, because you actually seem like someone who actually knows what they're talking about. Well, more than I do. You seem to know more than I do. Look, you see, look, isn't this fun? Look, it moves a bit faster now. It actually kind of feels like a game. I mean, like, these are all deaths. So obviously it needs a certain amount of... Ah, yeah. Step 1. This is a problem. Yoink. But... Yeah, you see, look. Penguin. Penguin does things. Penguin doesn't fly. Penguin does penguin-y things. So look, this is all great. I've even managed to get it artificially... Well, not artificially, what's the word I'm for? Like, you know... That thing. Look, it does the thing where it gets longer. There's a word for that. Procedurally generated. It is a procedurally generated infinite... Well, it's not, because it's only 100 long. But it could be infinite if I could be bothered to make it. But that's not what I'm after. The problem is that I don't want these to be this horrible pink line. I want this to be... Beep, 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 beep. Oink. Beep, beep, beep. So, like, I think a line here, and then some, like, sprites that will drop down to where this pink line is. And then that would look really cool. I mean, I'm sure this isn't even that hard, but I have no idea, like, what the syntax is. I've asked Claude, but it's just totally and utterly, you know, because, again, I can ask it and it just says a whole bunch of words at me. Or I can just ask it to do it for me. Every single video, every single tutorial is a video, or you've got a whole bunch of people who know exactly what they're talking about already. It's oddly annoying. You see, look, to use the mesh API, allocate a mesh. Yes, alright. I mean, this is probably what I want to do. I mean, I imagine in about a week's time, I will be able to read that, and that will make absolutely perfect sense to me. The problem is, that day has not yet come. It doesn't need to be clever. Oh, dear Lord. Yes, you see, this is exactly what I want to do. I just don't know what it means. I mean, what does any of this mean? Great, and then how do I align that, assign that to the thing? But then how do I assign that? Oh, that's going to annoy me. Anything that's cat-like is immediately going to annoy me. Create mesh from a 2. Oh, okay. Yeah, but this is going to be... That's a mess. I don't even know the mesh. M-gear. Oh. Actual code, people. We've got actual code. I just want to fill in a box. Why is everyone doing 3D? I can't even do 2D. I'm such an idiot. Everyone else is doing 3D and like, yeah, that's easy. Not me. Why was M-line renderer? Blah, 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 blah. Verse equals new list of vector 3. Yeah, I got all this. That's great. Mesh equals mesher.component mesh filter.mesh. Okay. You see, and then suddenly it gets absolutely fine. So you need a mesh filter. Fine, I shall add your mesh filter. And then what happens here? Then we do things to the mesh. So we make the mesh and we add the vertices and the triangles. Like, what the hell does that mean? 021, 032, loop equals loop plus 1. I mean... Oh, maybe I'm overthinking this crap. I'm probably overthinking this. So it's a mesh filter is the sort of thing, so I can add one of them. Screw it, fuck it, I'm bored of this. I'm gonna just try, I'm not bad at this crap. Fuck it, let's try and work it out. Bollocks to train tester. Right, bored of your nonsense. What have we got? We got that, which I've changed. So what did I do? And that's just me killing the entire game object. Yeah, that's me killing that entire game object. This is pointless. Those two things annoy me. Alright, fine. You just delete base glitch catchy thing. Right, bonk bonk. Don't care about either of those things. Actually, that's probably not the way to do it because it'll confuse the shit out of this stupid object. Right, no. I've had enough of this. I've had enough of trying to be intelligent about this. Delete this crap. Oink. Whoops, I accidentally killed my terrain generator. Oh no, I didn't. Ah, good. Delete. Oh, where'd my terrain tester go? Oh, I killed the wrong thing anyway. Discard changes. Right, fine. Boink. Right. I'm just going to get on with it. I've been coding all my life. I can do this crap. This stuff doesn't scare me. You don't scare me. I will check the thing's still loading. Because I fear I may have confused it. Right. What are you waffling about? Come on, Penguin. I mean, you've got to admit, this does look fun. I'm gonna, like, literally... So the whole point of all of this is I'm going to do a playtest. So, I mean, I'm just saying, if you're interested in playtesting this nonsense, because it is actually surprisingly... I will fix this, because this is annoying. It is annoying. There's no escaping the fact that's annoying. But, once that's been fixed... I'm going to put, yeah, so I want to make it look a bit prettier. I mean, literally not much prettier. So instead of this horrible pink, we will have, you know, a very kind of awful, just slightly kind of ice white top and bottom with extremely dodgy, you know, edges, which will not be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. It'll be slightly prettier than this, but it'll still be mean. But the idea is that I'm going to put this on twitch.io or something, and people can say if it feels satisfying, because I think it feels kind of satisfying. I mean, when you do that, that is quite satisfying. I think there just needs to be a certain amount. You know, I think the thing is, right, I might even make it so that you don't die if you just kind of graze a thing. I think it might mean that you have to kind of hit it twice or like consistently. So if you like headbutt it like that, blah, 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 then you die, right? But if you like just graze it, like I think grazing it's okay. Because I think that's kind of fun, just kind of grazing. Yeah, you see it kind of feels fun. Whoop, that was probably a death. Oh, but look at that. I mean, that was deeply satisfying. I promise you, that felt so good. I mean, maybe I'm an idiot, but these feel... Oh, yes, satisfying. Satisfying. Oh, God. I mean, that was No, too much. I mean, I'm literally just pressing the spacebar. This is the most stupid game anyone's ever played, but it's making me happy. I mean... All I'm saying is that I will be putting this on Twitch at some point, and if you want to play it, just, well, I don't know, you don't even have to follow me. I mean, it's just drunk old man making games on Twitch as well, and it'll go up hopefully in the next week or so, because all I want is for it to just look slightly less shit, which basically means getting this this mesh business going. Oh God almighty. Anyway, I'm going to stop doing that because it's I mean, I find it quite addictive. I genuinely do. So anyway, so that's all working. Great, fine. So so I did that. Oh, I don't know. I think I've probably lost the plot completely. I think it might be too late. It's 2:45 in the morning. Things have got meshy. You know what I'm saying? I said things would get meshy, and they have got meshy. So, but I've learned something important. I've learned about this on-validate business, which exists within the Unity kind of, you know, workflow. So that's good. I've ignored more or less everything it said, because as soon as it didn't say, oh, just do this, I mean, I'm not going to read all that. Look at that. It's really stressful. I mean, I could have read this on Wikipedia. Right, anyway, so I think I will be leaving at this juncture, because I do sadly have to get up in the morning, and more importantly, I have run out of beer, and if I open another beer, there will be hangovers ahead, and I do not want a hangover. So if you have anything to say to me, now's the time to say it. And if you don't have anything to say to me, then I shall wish you a very good night. And I shall be saying, as this is my new thing, I've decided I need a thing because people have a kind of a sign-off. And I'm so old, I'm going to use a reference from a 1967 psychedelic, paranoid, very late 60s TV show called The Prisoner, which I used to love when I was younger because I was so fucking cool, you know? And it was retro even for me. I mean, now it's basically, you know, black and white movies time. But anyway, be seeing you. Next time I will make sure that I'll do it like I'm on OBS so I can stop streaming at the same time. Anyway, be seeing you.